Hey guys, this is Nate. What I'm going to tie for you is a very effective dry fly pattern. Mostly imitates a hopper, but will pass as other flies. You can fish this fly June, July, kind of all through the summer. But in August, when the hoppers are really hopping, you can really tear it up with this fly. This is an easy fly to tie for a beginner and easy fly to fish. You'll see why as I get a little bit more into tying it. Pheasant tail. This is a really good fly if you're introducing someone to dry fly fishing. High visibility, and it will not sink. Like, this fly doesn't sink. You can do when you're finished tying it, do a water bottle test on it, and you'll see what I mean. Stick it in a water bottle or like glass, shake it as much as you want, and it won't sink. I'm going to use gold for the rib. You can add gink to this fly, but it's not needed, or any flotation concoction you have. Sorry. Need another drink of Gibson's. Much better. Okay. Now for the body and the thorax and all that, I'm going to use dark olive Antron dubbing. You want the body fairly tight, but you know, we've all seen a grasshopper, they're kind of chunky. And if it looks like a high protein meal for the fish for the least amount of effort, he's going to take it. You know, if there's a heavy hatch going on and big old hopper or whatever floats by, he's usually going to take that. This is a good unmatching the hatch fly. If you're trying to match the hatch, it's not going well for you, throw this guy on. They'll chomp at it. I was shown this fly by a gentleman that works and ties for Superfly. It's a very good fly if you're a guide, because if your customers have a hard time tracking a dry fly or whatever, or they're a little short-sighted or a beginner, this fly is perfect. And it doesn't sink, so it doesn't get much better than this. Nice taper to the body. Again, if it doesn't look right, just pull it down and redo it. Just add a bit more to clean it up. Then we'll get into the fun stuff. Again, it's easy to tie, guys. You'll see here in a second. Not much for materials. It's really material friendly. If you don't have much, or you don't like buying a lot of stuff. Okay, rib. I like my ribs kind of tight, gives it a nice trigger. Fish tend to like gold the most in my part of the world, so this fly works good for rainbows, browns, cutthroat. I've even heard stories of catching fish bull trout on this fly. Okay, now we're going to tie in the legs. The legs are made of pheasant tail with a knot tied in it. Gives it makes a nice grasshopper leg. Again, this is mainly a grasshopper fly, but does kind of work any time of the year. I think the pheasant tail legs give it more of a buggy profile. Okay, we'll just make sure we get them all in. Make it a bit tougher here. Sorry guys. There, that's good enough. Good enough for YouTube. Obviously you might spend a bit more time on this. If it puffs out, just clip it. Give you a bit more of a, I like to leave that kind of stuff, gives it more of a buggy effect. Okay, tie that in. Lots of dubbing in this part. Thick. You'll see why. Very basic looking fly. Nothing special. Fish don't care how much time you spent on it. Okay, we'll just kind of pack it down a bit. Super glue just on the top. Very little bit. Okay, now this is the key. Unibobber. Some of you might have heard of it. Some of you probably haven't. That's what it looks like on a finished fly. It's awesome. It won't let it sink, and you can see it. It comes in a variety of colors. We're going to use white. Just slide it over that super glue. Right on. And figure 8. Just kind of hold it in there. Once this glue sets up, this won't work. You know, you can bang it off a tree or whatever and it won't move it around. I find the super glue works the best. You can just do a figure 8, but it's a little loose. And for beginner fly fishermen or women, you're probably going to be hitting the trees and the rocks behind you more than you're going to get in the water, so the super glue helps. Again, figure 8 with dubbing just to hide it. Doesn't have to be pretty. I'm not going to do it pretty, I'll tie it fairly quick. Okay, that's good enough for now. Some hackle, any color. Tie in your hackle. Wrap it around the unibobber, just so it gives it a nice parachute look. This helps also hide it, give it a buggy effect. Wrapping, trimming, a little bit of dub to clean up your mess. I always clean my eye, the eye of the hook out when I'm done the fly. Pull back some of that. It doesn't matter if you catch some, it's not. I usually like the hair to be out of the way anyway. So when you're tying your tippet on, you're not fighting the hackle. Okay, whip finish, 3 or 4. Give it a wiggle. Cut, I always leave a tag end. Makes it a bit stronger. Head cement. If you're getting older in your age and you're having a hard time seeing flies, this is a good fly. Big stimulators work too. You can do it to a stimulator. You can pretty much put this on any large fly application. There it is. I call it the pheasant tail hopper. Again, you want to make sure you hide that, but the fish see it from that angle. But if you get like a nice red one, or you want like a kind of a trigger in there, leave it open. You know, that might be better. Who knows? I'm gonna try that fly out. Experiment with it. Have fun with it. Catch a lot of fish. Good luck this year, guys.